and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning in my big catch-all planner for the week of February 21st through 27th. When I picked out stickers for this week, I was actually thinking I was going to be doing a challenge, and now that I'm looking back at the challenge instructions, it's actually for the next week. I was thinking I was going to do the Planable challenge that Squared Plans and Planogram do, and the theme for next week, so that's the 28th through the 6th of March, is garden variety. So I was gonna do like a gardeny outdoorsy thing for this spread, and I'm still gonna do it, but I guess this is a nice heads up that that's a challenge that's going on for next week. I'll leave the challenge details down below in case you want to take part in it in the actual week that the challenge is happening. So sticker book wise, I've got this one, which is Keep Going, and I was gonna pull these gold foiled quotes out of there, and then I have A Year of Planning, and I was honestly just going to use this one for colorful boxes. So this set, which goes with the November stickers, I thought was really cute, the color palette, because I wanted to use this Spoonful of Faith by Jenna Holiday sticker book. I have a sheet in here that I've been hoarding forever, ever since I got this book, and I want to put it to use in my planner. So I'm looking at this really gorgeous sheet of stickers with all the florals and then the two like girls, the illustrated girls. I feel like it works really well with this color palette. So I want to put this in my planner this week. As part of the garden variety challenge, I was thinking I would work this sticker in there somewhere, but now that I'm not doing the challenge, maybe I won't use this one and I'll save it for a future spread. I haven't decided yet. I've been hoarding a lot of these stickers because I really like the illustration style. I got a couple more florals I can play around with, but these are the key focus for this week. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this off the discs and we will get started. So I know I want to put this girl up here in this top box on Monday, and to do so I'm going to need to use my white Jelly Roll pen just to get rid of this line. I don't want it going through the middle of her face. I feel like that would be kind of distracting. So I've got this sheet of stickers, which I think is going to be a good starting place, and then a lot of colorful boxes because there's a lot going on. I might try to bring in some of the like letter stickers that are in this book, because I will be seeing my boyfriend this weekend. He was in town the prior weekend, and then I'll be in town where he lives this weekend. So I don't know quite yet. Oh, that's good spacing. And this looks even better on the pages. I don't know. I just think they're so pretty. And like the florals are just gonna go so well with everything else that I have planned. Very excited about where this is heading. I'll probably end up using the majority of the boxes that are on this page, but I think it's a good cause. And I'm planning on getting like a second one of these sticker books just because I love the color palette and the illustration style of the art that Marielle picked for this. So I have a class, and then I've got a meeting to attend where I have to present at said meeting. So maybe I should do a slightly bigger box for that. It's not going to be that big of a commitment. Okay, so I'll do this one. And then I have to pick one for the class that I go to after that. And somewhere along the line on Monday, which should be when this video goes live, but currently it's Sunday. I'm just so behind on everything. At some point on Monday, today, I am going to go to Target again for like the 50th time this week. I've been going to Target like essentially every single day, and that sounds a little insane, but there's this one particular, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, Squishmallow. They're like essentially the new Beanie Babies. They're like collectible stuffed animals, and there's this one that's supposed to be coming to Target that I really, really want. His name is Army. He's a Highland cow, and he's blue. And it's part of their Easter collection, but I've been like checking every single day. They have the price tag out, but they have not stocked the cows yet. And I really want this cow, so I'm just slowly stalking the Easter section to see if they'll ever put them out on the shelves. But that's the plan for after I finish class tomorrow, or today, I guess. So I left a little bit of a blank because I will have some time to just like grade essays, which I have to do some catch up on grading in between these two things, or like work on my own like homework, that kind of thing. So we've got that. Thankfully, Tuesday is not that crazy of a day. I swapped out the box that was on Monday just because I felt like I might need some more writing room. I do have a lesson plan to present on Monday, so I like to just keep track of when I'm presenting things so it doesn't hit me last minute like, oh, I'm supposed to be presenting a lesson plan today. I got class, I've got that. I also need to mail out a grouping of Etsy orders on Tuesday, but I don't know if that needs a box necessarily. I'm playing around with ideas of what I could do with some of these florals, and I kind of want to taper them off of her hair, but I don't know yet. And I do have those quotes that I can play around with. I do want to balance her out though with the other girl that's on the page by putting her down here on the Saturday Sunday end of things. So that's gonna need a little bit more of the Jelly Roll pen just to clear up a nice space for her. And now that that's all taken care of, I'm gonna place her in the planner. These illustrations are just so gorgeous. I keep seeing in my many trips to Target that I've made over the last week and a half or 2 weeks, I keep seeing a notebook that she designed at Target. Jenna Holiday, that is, of Spoonful of Faith. And I'm so tempted to get it, but I have so many notebooks right now. And the illustration that's on the cover is actually one of the illustrations that's in this sticker book. So I'm like, if I have it in sticker form, do I need an entire notebook with it? And I can show you the sticker that the notebook is. It's one of the larger stickers in this book. It's this one right here. So this is on the cover of a notebook at Target, and it's really pretty. But I don't know, do I need more notebooks? Someone needs to tell me that I need the notebook, because I just need some kind of justification to go back and get it. And also, in all of my trips that I've made to Target over the last week and a half or whatever it is, I always feel really guilty walking out of there empty-handed. So I'm maybe I should get the notebook on my next trip. But we'll see after what happens on Monday. If the cow comes out with me on Monday, then I don't need a notebook. But if they don't have any cows on Monday, then I deserve a notebook at that point. Target is honestly my budgeting nightmare because I always walk out of there with something. And it's not ever stuff that I really need. It's candles and throw pillows. Granted, I love candles and throw pillows and they make me very happy. But I'm going to Target for something that I don't necessarily need in the first place and coming out with other things that I don't need. It's a trap. I swear it's a trap. I had talked about those gold foiled quotes, but I do like this one. It's fit for a dashboard and it says, "Just keep growing." But I can make it a regular sized box, and not even a regular sized box, but just a rectangle. I don't know if I want this random tab sticking up. So I'm just cutting that off. So I have a yellow decorative box with a nice quote in it that matches my Just Keep Growing theme. And maybe I'll put that between the two boxes that I have on Monday. I'm just trying to figure out the placement because it feels too wide and that just feels awkward placement. So what if I just kind of put it into the sidebar a little bit? And then maybe I'll adjust that box that's on the bottom so it's not just hanging out with an awkward amount of space. I really have to commit to it really have to commit to it one way or another. So I'm I could align it a little bit more left. And maybe that's what it needs. The placement just feels, oh, I just tore it. Okay, so it's gonna stay there. We're not gonna deal with that today. It's not bad. I'll keep it like that. This box, however, does need to move up. So this will be my scheduled Just Keep Growing time. And by that, I mean I'll probably be scrolling on Instagram during the time that I'm supposed to be working on my own projects, and then I'll have to work on my own projects when I get home for the night, which won't make me happy, but instant gratification always wins in the end. I'd like to bring some florals down into this area, so I'm thinking if I white out this line that goes up to the Just Keep Growing box. Then I can take some of the flowers, the stemmed flowers, off of this sheet of clear stickers. And I'm thinking about this one that looks like carnations. This orangey color just looks a little too close to the Just Keep Growing, and it might be a little too tall. But I'm thinking I could have these kind of growing from the bottom of the spread. They won't take up too much writing room on that green box. So I have a hunch this will work out. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I might need to like offset it, however, with a bit of greenery in the upper left-hand corner, like so. And I think that's looking pretty good. Okay, so we've got Monday, we've got Tuesday. Let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday always ends up being a super long day. So I'm gonna need 3 boxes total on Wednesday. And I guess for the sake of like making things nice and neat, I'll just align that with Tuesday. And then I'll need another of these mid-sized boxes for below that, which can line up with Tuesday as well. And then I need another skinny box, and I'll just do the 3rd color in the palette to round out Wednesday. It doesn't look like a lot because the boxes are a little bit smaller than the Happy Planner ones. Like this is a size that's not offered in the Happy Planner Colorful Boxes book, but I'll know it's a lot. Wednesday always ends up being a lot of different commitments. And this is looking pretty good. I don't know what else it needs until I kind of get through the other half of the spread, like marking out the commitments over there and just really filling in the space, and then I can go back with like the florals that I have remaining in this book. On Thursday, I have an appointment in the morning, so I'll take one of these larger boxes so I can write some details of that, and trying to decide how I want to do this. I know I want to use the little letter stickers that are in here, so these green ones, I feel like that'd be a nice touch of green to like spell out some like phrase on Friday, Saturday, Sunday when I'm seeing my boyfriend. So, best placement of that. Maybe like across these 3 boxes could be fun. I'm trying to mix it up from what I did last week, where I spelled Nick in town across my spread, and then the week prior to that where I tried to do the same thing, only he wasn't going to be in town. So I've got that. I need another one of these skinny boxes on Thursday, and now I just have like a lot of space to play around with that I don't know if I'm going to use it. Like maybe I'll write some stuff directly on the pages, but I don't need to get like too crazy with it. And then on Friday, I need another one of these skinny boxes, which is the end of the skinny boxes in this color palette. So this one's going to go up top on Friday, and then I got to drive, and then I have a Zoom call with M from Plan with M, and we're going to be filming, or not filming, wrong verb there. We're going to be recording the next episode of our podcast, which is very exciting because the first episode actually went over a lot better than we thought it was going to. We were surprised that people actually listened to our podcast. So the link is below for that. It's called Professionally Planned, and we're recording another episode on Friday, and it'll go live the following Friday. We're trying to do it once every other week. So like film or record 1 week, upload it the next, and then repeat that process again and again. So we've got that. I'm going to be working a pretty long shift on Saturday, so I'll probably use a longer box for that. And then I believe I have dinner plans with my boyfriend because I'm going to be visiting him. So I'll use this box. I love this sage green color. It's one of my favorite colors of all time, and I'd love to see it in more sticker books. And I'm saying that as someone who runs a sticker shop and could very well just make their own sage green color stickers. But isn't it so nice and easy when someone else makes the stickers for you? And then on Sunday, I have a meeting on Zoom that I need to go to, and I'll probably do some driving. So that's what I have like commitment-wise. So I suppose this can go off to the side for now. I don't want to forget about these quotes. I think they do have a place in this spread because there's not like a lot of like free floating quotes in this Spoonful of Faith book. Although I did see one that I thought could be kind of fun, the one that was in the wreath. If I can find it again. Okay, do more of what makes your soul shine. That's cute. I feel like the Bloom with Grace is just a lot for what it is. I'm kind of just looking for like regular gold lettering like that. What book is this? I always forget what book this is. Keep going. I'm looking for the lettering that book has to offer. But I want to find a home for this like wreath quote before I move on too much. It could be fun to like pair it with her, and then we would have some kind of like repeating pattern with the shape of the sun and then the circle of the wreath. And I feel like it fits pretty well around like the illustration. Plus, I don't need like that much room to write out that I'm recording a podcast with M. I really just used the larger like full box because I know that I'm blocking off a good portion of my evening to do that. I think we blocked off like 2 hours for that, so I want to like have a box that's sized accordingly. And I'm trying to place this nicely so that all of the text is legible and not like going over the green outline of the box. I think I did a pretty good job with that. Yeah, that looks pretty. And then I'll pull one of these to just place somewhere around here to get started with the gold quotes. Sizing wise, I feel like the Keep on Dreaming will work well over here by this girl. If I get rid of this line up top, I'm this much closer to just planning on blank pages. Why am I not just planning on printer paper? Because we just keep getting so neutral, and I'm like removing lines and whiting out dates where I'm like, I could just plan on printer paper and it'd be the same experience. Okay, so I'm layering part of it over her hair, which I think will be fine. I think it'll be legible because it's gold foil. Against like the black background of her hair, it's not too hard to read around. Because if I place it a little bit further over, it just feels a little disjointed. So I'm going to place Keep on Dreaming on top of her hair. And the other one I knew I wanted to use was the Look for Beauty All Around. So I'm going to take that off the page and then put the Keep Going book aside because I don't think I need any more quotes out of there. This might be a nice opportunity just to like put in the center of this page and cluster some florals around. I don't want it like to mess up that cluster though. So if I put it just over here, it's not fitting nicely inside one box. It kind of goes out the edges of it. And for that reason, I feel like I need to put it in multiple boxes just so it doesn't look too out of place in one box. And I don't know how this would even work out for someone who's planning in a classic size planner because this is the big sized planner. And if a sticker is too big for the big size planner, my mind goes to, I wonder what it would look like in a classic. Going ahead and placing this just kind of at the intersection of all of those lines. And I'll round out this cluster with some florals in a second because I know I have a whole bunch on that page that I started that I wanted to use while I was planning here. So I'm thinking like these ones that have the black and yellow centers could be kind of fun to just place around. Oh, I should have whited out more of that line. That should be a bit better. Okay, so trying to remember how I had this placed. It looked really good as I had it, but probably will look better without the line there. So that floral's going there. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and rip this out of the book because I'm gonna use everything on this and I just have an easier time kind of maneuvering the stickers when it's just one single sheet in my hands. Another great benefit of like small shop stickers is that you don't have to worry about a whole sticker book of things. You can just have the one sheet that you're planning with and plan with it, I guess. So this one's gonna go in that little gap right there. Oh, I should also include some boxes for my rep team announcement because By the time this video goes live, I think my rep team application will almost be closed. It closes at the end of Monday. And then I'm going to like need some time to sort things out. And I believe what I said is that I would notify people on the 23rd or 24th. If you make it, I'll notify you via email. So I got to put those dates in here at some point. Just trying to decide what I want with these florals. I kind of wish I had more of these carnations. Those are really pretty. And then this just feels like random. I'm thinking the best placement for this would actually be to kind of like peek it in from the top of Sunday and then use the other half of it somewhere else in the spread. So I'm gonna yet again remove the line using the white gel pen and then layer this in from the periphery, trying not to take up too much of my usable space on that box on Sunday, and just trim that to the edge of the page. It's a nice little pop of the orange up there, and I think it pairs well in kind of balancing out the Just Keep Growing that I have on that side. And now, what to do with this? I was like, I could put it against the edge of this box, but now it's upside down. So I don't know how well that's gonna go over unless I like put some kind of header on this box. Not a bad move. Could even cut away some of the stem, but I feel like that's just not gonna go over as well as I kind of think it through in my head. But I don't hate it coming off the side of this box, so we'll try that out. Using my craft tweezers to kind of support it as I place it on the page. I've been getting a lot of comments lately about the craft tweezers, and they're nothing special. I just got them off of Amazon. They were like maybe $5 for a pair. Well, depending on how you buy them, you can either get 3 pairs for like $6 or 1 pair for $5. So if you're looking for a good deal, you can get 3 pairs of them for pretty cheap, and then 1 pair of them for like almost the same price, depending on how many pairs you want hanging around your home. They're reverse grip craft tweezers. And if you listen to the first episode of the podcast, I struggled to say that on there too, because it's a hard phrase to say. It's like a tongue twister. And then I'm trying to like place more florals. I'll just do it right there. Doesn't even need to like go over the box. But highly recommend. Great tweezers. They're not like a specific brand or anything. They're just craft tweezers. I feel like this like cluster is missing another one of these like purpley flowers. So I'm gonna put this one next to the carnations. Looking good so far. And I finished a sheet of stickers, which is always an accomplishment. To finish off this like layered box, I'm gonna take this as the header. I feel like it'll bring some of that yellow tone over onto this half of the page as well, which will help. And I'll probably just put like the time that I'm doing stuff into that box. Nothing too tricky. Now I'm like, what do I need out of here? It doesn't feel finished quite yet. There's some fun like full-sized boxes, but I don't think I have the space for those. I know I talked about the letters. Maybe I should do that. Because I was just going to take the green ones and then spell out like Milwaukee across these 3 days, which is like my plan. Give or take, my plans always are up in the air, so there's a distinct possibility that this will get pushed off to a different weekend or whatnot, but we shall see. I'm just going to put this in here tentatively, and then the letters are pretty easy to pull up off of the pages if I don't end up needing them. So I'll place these letters and I'll be back in a second. Spacing wise, it's a little bit more cramped to the Friday than it is to the Sunday. I could perfect it, but I honestly think it looks pretty good for what it is. And I do like that pop of gold foil that kind of brings it together with the quotes that are already on the pages. I do feel like this half of the spread needs a little bit more gold foil because it only has it up here in the Keep Dreaming. And I noticed that I had some gold sparklies. Very, very scientific terms here. I noticed I had some gold sparkly stickers on another one of these pages that I had saved for this occasion when I was going to make a catch-all spread. These ones up here. So I feel like I could use these 2 little accents somewhere in the spread to keep tying things together. I do like this one kind of layered on top of the yellow box that I have going on over there. And then I'll take this one. And maybe this one should also go around this box. That wouldn't hurt. Okay, so that one's gonna go there. I used these florals up here to kind of frame this girl, so I should take the other one of it, like the same design, to do the other corner and just kind of balance that out. Oh no, the stickers are deciding where they want to go, which isn't always the best course of action. So now I'm like, I could put it like here to kind of make this a really long cluster, or I could have it kind of coming in from the outside to draw it to the edges of the page. I just don't know. I honestly don't hate it like right here. This whole like bottom section is kind of a nice little decorative cluster. Could use some more of the tiny florals, but I think I used up all of the florals in that pattern. These ones have that little red center, so I'm like, maybe not. Is there any other red anywhere else in this red? Okay, the carnations have a little bit of red. So let me just play around with that. No, I think it just sticks out too much. So that one's going back in the book, and I'm gonna just explore and see if I have anything that matches that. I've got one more larger one on this page. None of the other florals are gonna work because they have just too much red in them. But this one, on the other hand, can go somewhere in this cluster. Logically, it makes the most sense to have it here to kind of fill out this box on Thursday. But I don't know if that visually makes the most sense. I could even cut it in half to have part of it poking out from like that area behind her, and then the other half like somewhere in this like visual interest cluster. So I'm gonna put this one here, which I think looks good. And then maybe this one should go in front of the box. Continuing my white outline. I'm gonna try to convince my boyfriend to do like a voiceover or something for a planner video this weekend. I just don't know. I'm not gonna bring my filming equipment or anything, so we'll see what happens. If not, I guess we'll wait until some other week when the stars are aligned. But I think that looks really good for like a cluster. I'm trying to decide whether or not this is done. I'm gonna just stand up and get a good look at it before I even bother popping it back on the discs. Okay, so I don't like the placement of this sticker. I feel like it just brings the cluster out a little too long, so I'm actually gonna move it to the other side of the girl. Just peeling that up. I should probably white out this corner line before I do that. And then this is just gonna kind of come in from the edge of the page, which now looks a little weird because the purple floral that I had there in the first place is coming in from the edge of the box. How do I feel about that? Not quite sure yet. I'm also thinking maybe this one should kind of align with the bottom edge of this box. I feel like it brings her into the cluster a bit better. So if I peel this one up and I peel up the one that's above it, then I'm going to take this one and place it so now it's on the inside of the page border. I'm trying not to block her, her initials on the stickers because I really want those to be visible. And then this one will go there, and I think that fixed the problem. Okay, so that's a good looking cluster. Maybe I need another quote. Is that what I need? Like a quote down here, perhaps? Yeah, that's a quote, but it just doesn't like feel like the same aesthetic as the other two. So if I just white out a little bit of this line, I can put another one of the gold quotes just down here at the bottom in this kind of like dead space. So my options are It's Cool to Be Kind and Love the Here and Now. I like the lettering on this one better, but spatially I feel like this will be the better fit. So I'm going to test this one first. And I might need to move this floral. No, this just feels like an afterthought. Especially with the just keep growing right up there. So maybe another quote wasn't the right option. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this back onto the discs and get one final look at it. Yeah, and with that, I think this is done. I really love the illustration style of these stickers, and I had a lot of fun kind of layering them and using corresponding colorful boxes that aren't black or gold colorful boxes, which is what I always do in my catch-all planner. So this was a lot of fun to kind of put together. I love the colors. It's something that I normally wouldn't like think of as my color palette, but it looks really good on the pages. And while we're not necessarily in spring yet, I'm getting all the spring vibes from this. It's been crazy weather-wise here. It's been like 4 inches of snow and then 50 degrees the next day. I don't even know what's going on, and I'm not going to attempt to keep up with it. But this is a fun springy spread, and I had a lot of fun with this, even though it was for a challenge that's for next week. So I'll be making a spread that goes along with that challenge at some point. I have some really cute herb stickers from According to Allie that might fit into that garden variety theme. I'll leave all the details of that challenge down below. The Planable challenge, it's garden variety for the week of February 28th through 6th, March 6th. And this is an early submission to that, I guess. I had a lot of fun with these stickers. So I'm going to call it a night on this one. And there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching and happy planning.